just a lot more you can do with it. Different fonts. You can actually pause the music while you're editing the video, so you don't have to like have the music constantly playing in the background.
Gross domestic happiness index. I remember I bought a book about it, and it was, funnily enough, a trivia question. And I was playing trivia, and I got it straight away, and everyone's like, how the fuck did you know that? And I'm like, I just got a book. What is your product? Alright, welcome guys. It is week 19 of the Moving to Thailand podcast featuring your boy Frank.
And your girl Sarah.
Let's go. Alright, so how many weeks from moving to Thailand are we, Sarah?
Oh, put me on the spot, bruh.
I think it's 11 or 10. One or the other, because it was 12.
I think it was 18 last week.
Okay, never mind. It's probably about 4 months now, so we're getting close. Alright, this week, what do we do?
16
weeks, there you go guys. So first off, big thing was Sarah doing the vlog for Jimmy's trip.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. What'd you use?
Yeah, it was pretty hype. I used, instead of using iMovie, which is what I've used before, I used Capcut. So I just did a little bit of research into like the best free editing tools for content creators to make videos. And Capcut was highly recommended, and so was DaVinci Resolve, but DaVinci Resolve was more recommended for people that know what they're doing.
Knew their shit.
Yeah. So I just decided to give Capcut a go. Oh my god, it's hard to say. Capcut,
not really.
Go. Whatever. And yeah, it was really good. It was just a lot of fun. There's a lot more like effects you can put on the videos. Timing wise with like speeding up and slowing down, like there's a lot more you can do with it. Different fonts. You can actually pause the music while you're editing the video, so you don't have to like have the music constantly playing in the background.
Yeah.
I just found it a lot more just user friendly and like a lot nicer than iMovie. You can add on like the like and subscribe buttons too that animated, and just a whole lot more that you can do with it. I'm going to watch like a Skillshare video on everything you can do with it, because I'm sure there's a lot that I missed. But yeah, I had a really good time creating the vlog.
Yeah, I think it looked, Sarah showed me before we threw it up and thought it looked really good. Definitely see that there's progression from the vlogs that she created early on. Unfortunately, we haven't had much of a chance to do too many vlogs, but you can definitely see progression and the story behind it and the flow. Not spending too much time on one thing and keeping it engaging, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Really good to watch, and I've watched it a couple of times, and yeah, really enjoy it. Enjoy the like and subscribe things coming up nicely, and not having to Canva them, green screen them, and put them over, and then the color goes weird, and it just looks dodgy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was really enjoyed what you did with it.
Thanks.
I think you're definitely gotten better with it.
Thanks. I've been watching a lot more just like content from other creators as well, and like just trying to take little bits and pieces from every creator that I like and put it into our own sort of style, which is pretty cool and it's pretty fun to do. There's a couple of creators that I'm like too much B-roll, and then some that are like just like it's just a lot of talking, or the videos are going too quick, so I've just tried to like have a mix of
find a happy medium.
Different styles, and it was really fun to do. I did spend quite a lot of time just dicking about with the program though, because it was new and it was fun, and I was like enjoying like playing with the new toy. So it probably took me longer than what it should have, but I just was really enjoying it and had a good time. It was a good shout.
Well, for the amount of footage that we had, and obviously you're working and stuff, I mean, you got it done within the week. So, I mean, I was going to say that's really good to see that we can get like good quality content edited. I mean, when we're overseas, we're going to have a lot more, I'd assume, a lot more time to sit down and just do that. If it's going to be like one of the main jobs that we have. So it's a positive sign to see that you're doing it so quickly and putting out a good, nice, tidy finished product. So I guess you could say hype on that.
Yeah, I was really proud of myself. There was just so much footage, like a lot of it didn't make it into the video because it was just a bit boring and it was too hard to cut. Like I was going through a lot of it and I was just like I don't even know how to cut this to make it interesting. Like it just wasn't good.
Wow, thanks.
No, nothing like you specifically did. It was there was just a bunch of shit that we filmed and I was just like boring, next.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And it's always good to have more than less because then you've got obviously more things to draw on and you're not going to be so limited in what footage you have. But at the end of the day, you're always going to have a ton of stuff that isn't going to make the cut, and that's just the way it is, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I think it's really good to have just that extra bit and make sure you're filming. It does make it a bit hard, and as we get better at it, we'll definitely find that we are more precise and more calculated with what we film and with what we talk about as we kind of find our feet. We'll definitely be more like we'll be kind of like making up the video in our head as we go. So we'll be like, this will be really good for it. And when you get to the editing stage, some of it might not go in as you had envisioned while you were doing it. But at the end of the day, the process will speed up and become more streamlined. And as we find our style and what we think works best for us and what we think people will enjoy the most. So I really enjoy finding the music for the vlogs too,
and I just find it really fun, like trying to find a song that matches with the vibe of the video and like
the mood.
Yeah.
I
just get a lot of joy out of it, so it was really good doing that and just a good chat.
Yeah, well, when you're about 100 vlogs in, we'll see how you feel about it then. But, I think it's cool as well, like doing vlogs, because you get to do cool shit, and then you get to relive it, and throw it up, and people get to enjoy it as well. And I think it's quite a rewarding job.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Can't wait for you to do some more vlogs.
Yeah, that'll be real good. I'll give Capcut a go for editing the podcast, this one, tomorrow. So obviously I won't get to use all the features because it's only so much we're doing. Sat down here and discussing the week, but it'd be good to give it a go and see if we really need to invest in the Final Cut Pro.
Yeah. It has been pretty hard though, like, because there's a lot of people away at work at the moment, so I've pretty much been working full time and been working on the vlog and like other shit too. And you've been away, so it's been...
I've been away, going hard in the paint.
It's just been like, just a very tiring week, but in a good way. Like, I feel like I've accomplished a lot.
Yeah, you've made some money, you've made a great vlog, and you've also babysat a beautiful young dog as well.
I do too.
So, you've been very busy, hands full by yourself. I've just been away, at site.
Which is still...
lifting heavy things, but that's about it.
Making the money so we can go away.
That's it. And speaking of that, I've got to go away for 2 weeks straight. So I've got 14 on, 1 off. Well, 14 on.
1 day off.
Some people are doing 13 and 1s, they say. I'm like, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, that's the mining industry.
But I'll be going down south near Toowoomba for 2 weeks. Building a wash plant where they wash all the coal. So it's been refurbished and it's being reconstructed. So it'll be something very different. The good thing is it's not going to be hot. Bad thing is it's going to be fucking cold in the morning. That's for sure. It's going to be like
Toowoomba.
2-3 degrees. I've looked on the weather, and that's probably bound to go down. So luckily the jackets have come in. So I've got my beanie. I've got 6 beanies ready. I've got my jacket. Bought some new thick socks. And now I just need to make sure I pack the pants that don't have holes in them. And hopefully I won't freeze to death. But we'll see how we go. But of course, it's great money, so that's just building up on the savings. So
yeah,
happy days.
Yeah, I appreciate you going, as much as I get lonely a little bit here sometimes by myself. I do appreciate you going and doing that, because it's going to be a big chunk to add to our savings. So happy days there. We're going to end up going with more than we initially thought we were going to go with, which is
a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more, which is great. Like, it'll just be really comfortable and we can make a really good go of it.
Yeah, that's it. We'll have a bit more breathing room, which is less stress in that sector. Will hopefully equate to just being a bit freer and able to experience a few more things without the worry of the savings going dry. But it sucks, but at the same time, I'm doing it for a reason. So we're continuing to sell items slowly as well.
Yours are selling.
Yeah, my stuff's selling.
Yeah.
You probably need to reduce the price a little bit more.
Yeah, probably.
But we've got some time, so I guess it's always good to just have it high and as we said, lower it down to just gradually, and then hopefully eventually someone bites.
Yeah.
And buys it. But it's good to get rid of some things. There's still a lot more to get rid of, but we'll put them up when we need to. And we've also got the added bonus of being able to, have some things at parents' house. Things that don't sell that we would like to sell. And then a lot of things we'll just donate.
Yeah.
Give to the local charity shop.
Yeah.
Because it's too hard to sell them, and at the same time it'd be good to be able to help some people out. Generate some positive karma before we go overseas.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. It would be.
Yeah. What else? While I was away at site, I've joined Facebook groups on Thailand, so expats in Thailand, and also on the Pattaya condos and just houses for rent. And it's been really good because I've been able to, kind of gauge what the prices and what you're going to get for the prices of condos and as well houses in Pattaya. So it's good to be able to have that knowledge going into it, so you can, when you're negotiating, you have an idea of what's a fair price and what's not. So I've just been regularly checking that just to see what's coming up, and a lot of them are yearly leases or 6 monthly, but there's always a deal to be done in Thailand. So just having an idea of what a fair price is really going to help us when we get over there, and we won't be so naive.
Yeah.
And we won't overpay, and set ourselves up well there. And then also the expats in Thailand, which from the group members as well, it definitely doesn't seem that it's expats. It's more about people wanting to go to Thailand for a holiday. A lot of the posts are people saying, "Oh, I just want to go on a tourist visa. What's the go there?" Or I just want to, things that aren't.
They're not
specifically
necessarily
related.
Expats.
No, they've seemed to misinterpret the group and what it's all about, but they're allowed in, so whatever. But I saw that, because there's a lot of visa questions, obviously, And there's a lot of visas, different visas you can get in Thailand. You've got your tourist one where you can go for 30 days and then extend for another 30 days at a price of, I think, 1,900 baht, which is 40, it's about 70, 75 Australian dollars, I think. And then you've got your retirement visas, which we're not yet at that age, not quite.
I think we got like another 25 years or something before we can be eligible for that.
Yeah, something like that. So we're not quite there yet. You've got your marriage visas, which I'm not Thai, Sarah's not Thai, so it's a no-go. You've got, what else have you got? You got
digital nomad visa.
Yeah.
Which is a bit, like, it's a bit weird from my research. Like, there's not really, from what I can tell, a specific digital nomad visa. It's like, you can apply for a visa to go live over there if you've got a skill that you can use. Like, it's, I don't know, it was a bit confusing. I just was like, no.
Yeah, we've just been looking at, like, the more basic visas, because like the shorter term, so we can be traveling around and be more flexible, because you don't want to pay for like a year visa and then want to go around, you know, you're only going to be in the country for like half the time.
Yeah.
Which it's just a waste of money and time.
Yeah.
So another one that came up was the study visa, education visa, which further down the track could be not a bad idea in terms of you get up to, I think you might be able to go over a year with the visa, but I think most people get around a year, just under a year. And then you just have to enroll in a Thai educational institute. And I think that'd be, if we decide that we like Thailand and that we want to stay there a bit longer, that could be a good idea, because we could enroll in classes to learn Thai, so we could get really good at it, read, write and speak. And also, you know, see if we can learn a couple other things if we want, but...
Yeah. I feel like learning another language is always, like, pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah. So that could be a good idea further down the track. But the main one I found was a multi-entry tourist visa, which, from what I can understand, it's still early days in research from me, but it looks like it's a 6-month-long visa, which has similar restrictions to a tourist visa, I think, so you can do like 60 days, I think, without extending it. But then you need to leave the country and then come back in. But the bonus is it's for 6 months, and it allows you to come back in on that same visa, and you're not questioned, you're not having the chance of being denied. Because while there are a lot of people that are able to do border bounces, so they just drive up to Laos and come back in land border crossings, there's different rules for land border and flying in like air crossings.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do that, and then you can fly in, obviously, so you fly to another country like, say, Vietnam, and come back. But it's up to the discretion of the immigration officer.
Yeah.
As well, so...
If you get a shit one.
Yeah, if they don't like you, or for whatever reason, if they're like, okay, we've got to start cracking down on this now, or for whatever the reason, you could do it for, by the sounds of it, you could do it for years and not have an issue. But at the same time, you could, like, on your second or third time in, you could be denied. And that just throws a massive spanner in the works, especially if we have a place
like if
that
we've
we're
got a
renting.
lease and stuff like that, it's one less thing to worry about. Like if we are crossing the border multiple times, at least we'll have permission to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, there won't be those little extra hurdles that we have to jump, which should be really good for peace of mind. And I think 6 months and leaving and coming back, whether it be going, driving up to Laos, Cambodia, wherever or flying to Vietnam or those same locations would be quite cool. Just give us a chance to, enjoy Thailand and then go for a mini holiday from the holiday, I guess. It's not really a holiday, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I think that could be really cool. From what I saw, it was about $300 for the visa, the multi-entry tourist visa, which isn't a lot of money for 6 months of, peace of mind.
Yeah, I think it's a worthwhile investment.
Yeah, so we'll do some more research, and I'll probably report back next week in the podcast with like some set in stone requirements and what you can and can't do with the visa. Because I think if that's what it is, that's what I've seen, and from what I've said, if that's how the visa actually works, then I think for aspiring digital nomads in Thailand, I think that could be a really good idea.
Yeah, definitely.
For peace of mind, and also just for just get a chance to go to another country. Every 2 months.
Yeah,
and see something different. It's pretty exciting,
because where Thailand is, there's just so many other countries around it. Like, we're gonna be able to just go to so many different new places in Southeast Asia, and I'm like so excited for all of it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be right there, right in the middle of it.
Pretty much. There's a lot of places around there, so I'd like to go to Nepal as well. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Fly up there. So. I think.
I was just looking on the map to see.
So what, we can go to Burma.
Yeah.
So bordering, you've got Burma, you've got Malaysia, you've got Cambodia.
Vietnam.
Laos, and then...
Let's get Laos.
You could... Where is the ball there?
I don't know. Singapore's down here too, in Malaysia.
Well, just off Malaysia, it's its own country.
Oh yeah. Indonesia.
Yeah.
There's tons of the Philippines is here too.
Oh, there's Nepal.
Oh.
Oof, I was well off. Bhutan's closer. I'd like to go to Bhutan.
Yeah,
they got instead of the GDP, the gross domestic profit, they have the gross domestic happiness index. And I remember I bought a book about it, and it was, funnily enough, a trivia question. And I was playing trivia, and I got it straight away, and everyone's like, how the fuck did you know that? And I'm like, I just got a book on it. So, there's so many places. China, maybe not.
Probably not China.
No, but there's tons of options. Tons of options.
Probably not India either, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's right there, but I'll go there.
Yeah, tons of options, and we've got that kick in the arse to get over there and see some different places. So it's really exciting, and as I said, we'll come back probably next week and give you some more solid information, and give ourselves some more solid information so we can start getting ready to go for that. But that's something that I found out this week, which I thought was pretty good, and that was through the Facebook group. So I see a lot of content creators talking about for renting or just for information that Facebook groups are really good places to find information. It's good as well because on Facebook, while people set up troll accounts, there's kind of like a face. So I find that the information is a bit more legit than as opposed to Reddit, because Reddit can be anyone, you don't have to have your face there, but with Facebook you kind of...
There's a name and a face. Reddit's anonymous.
Yeah, so it seems a bit more... the information seems a bit more legit.
Seems legit.
Yeah, definitely if you're looking to go to Thailand, then join some Facebook groups. Just search which ones are good. And join them, and you can get a really good lot of information from them. So, little top tip I found so
Tips
far.
and tricks.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So what else? So after last week doing the vlog with the GoPro and being like completely off it with the GoPro.
And as well the podcast.
Yeah, and the podcast. We did a little bit of research into why the GoPro does that and found out that there's some settings running in the background like GPS, Wi-Fi, filming in ultra high definition. All of those things are not required for like what we need the GoPro for.
Yeah.
So we had to go into the GoPro and like fiddle with the settings a bit, and all of those things have now been turned off. But we did kind of get to a point last week where we were like, if it does it again, like fuck it, let's just get rid of it and like get something new, because it's a bit annoying. But
yeah,
there's also this part of me that's like, let's just give it a really good go, and if we still don't like it in a couple of months, then we can like look into getting something new. Because like obviously there's a reason why people love them so much, but
yeah. So I looked up a video on YouTube, and I found it was about why GoPros overheat. And yeah, just because it's an action camera, there's a lot of things that are built into it. As Sarah said, the GPS, the Wi-Fi, and some other things like hyper motion, which you don't need to have on. So I just fiddled around with it, like taking the definition down to just a 4K. I mean, for this, you'd probably just go 1080p and it'd be fine. But I like that little 4K mark on the video. But 4K, taking it down to that, and then also reducing the frame rate. So it was at 60 frames per second, and then having it down on 30 is more than enough for what we're doing here. So just reducing how hard it has to work. And while last week I was definitely off it, after finding these things out, well, I'm still like, it's kind of shit that it can't do it. I can definitely understand that it is doing a lot of things at once, so it's kind of understandable, but at the same time, it just does seem to overheat quite quickly.
Yeah.
But another thing we did as well, we've taken the battery out and we're just having it plugged in with the USB-C cable into one of the laptop charger that you plug in, whatever they're called, power bank, I don't know, something like that. I don't know the technical term for it, but and so far we're nearly half an hour and it's still
it hasn't
going.
died, which is
wood.
awesome. I know.
Touch wood, because as soon as you say
so
it, it'll
hard.
blow up. But
I know.
it's it's doing the job at the moment, and we just need to do a little bit of research and a little bit of patience, and it seems to be working at the moment.
Yeah, it does, and I think that just comes from us being inexperienced, and like we're learning these things as we go. So it's awesome that we've like been able to iron out these kinks early, as opposed to like buying it brand new and then having it for our first week in Thailand and being like, what the fuck's going on, and being completely off it while we're trying to film stuff on the go.
Because we would have been amongst it, like not needing, but like wanting to film all the time. And if these things were happening, then I definitely could see us like just selling it and getting something new, because we might not have the time to, or just the patience to try new things. So it's cool that we get this opportunity, as we've said many times, to try to set ourselves up so that we're when we hit the ground running. Yeah, when we're overseas, and it's going to be better for the channel, for us, and also for the viewer. But yeah, that's not a lot else happening this week, is there, Sarah?
No, not really.
I've just been going through my course as well. Haven't had a heap of time being away, but it's still quite interesting. I'm getting close to the first assignment, so I'm keen to see how that how hard it is and what I need to do. But I'll be taking my laptop down with me when I'm away. I'll be doing 12-hour days, 14 days straight, but I think I'll still be able to find some time to edit some videos and to just do some work on that course, which I'm looking I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, it'll help pass the time, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Mm.
sleeping will too.
Yeah.
I'll be tired, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see how we go. I don't know.
Because you're away this week too, hey?
Yeah.
And then the week after is the 2 week.
2 weeks, yeah.
Mm.
So there's a lot of work on, but at the same time, it's a lot of money. So
yeah, we might try and film a few podcasts in advance, or at least just little, like, similar to like the 5 things that we've learned kind of videos, just so that we've got some content to put up while you're away. Otherwise, like, I'm not going to do the podcast by myself.
Yeah, no, I understand. And yeah, it'll be good. Let's run out. The iPhone storage is full.
So it's not the GoPro this week, it's the iPhone.
Yeah, well anyway, we better wrap it up now before the GoPro blows up. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's video. Hope you found some information that can help you in your journey, if that's what you're doing, to becoming a digital nomad.
Yep.
Really excited for us to get going and get doing it, and really enjoying earning that extra money, so we're going to be set up really well.
Yeah.
Frank and Sarah, Gmail's our email.
Yep.
If you want to talk to us about anything, we'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
Comment down below as well. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more. And yeah, just give us some feedback, guys. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
But aside from that, we'll see you next week for week 20 of the podcast.
Let's go.
And who knows
what
we'll have for you guys. But until then, bye.
What did you find?